Hey there, Postal here. Today we are taking out the P.215. We are probably going to regret it if there's a freaking F-86 on the enemy team. And a Ju-287. Jeebus. Two planes I can't do too much against. But such is the life of a P.215. This plane is actually a lot better when you've got a when you take it in a flight. The reason being is because it's in an awkward position. Now, I like a lot of the Tier 10 multi-rolls in my humble opinion, but this one especially. You were flying a Tier 9 wannabe light fighter, and you go from that to this plane, which is a wannabe heavy fighter. And it's just an awkward transition, right? You have a lot of air-to-air rockets. I mean, you've got like 2 BVP-212 worth of rockets on the front of this. And so, you know, that makes life pretty fun. But you've also got 4 air-to-ground rockets. Well, that makes life even more fun. So far, this is sounding pretty good. But you don't have a lot of maneuverability, especially the kind of maneuverability that you would have been used to at Tier 8 and 9. And you're still a multi-roll, so you don't have the altitude performance that you really would like to have. Though you're the highest altitude performing of the Tier 10 multi-rolls, you're still not, you know, anything crazy. But you've got flexibility, and that's really what you've got to be utilizing. And you should be utilizing that on any multi-roll. But this one especially, because that is what's going to separate you and set you apart. You're not going to out-dogfight anybody. You're not going to out-hit anybody. But you've got very strong everything, and so just make sure you're utilizing the everything. We got to take care of this F-86. Unfortunately, I hate going after somebody in my own plan, but hey, I got to do what I got to do. Can't do that, so might as well not even worry about that shenanigans. F-86 is going to be coming back, I'm assuming. Let's see if I can knock this guy out just to get my friendlies to be helping take care of this F-86. Come on, guns! Get on target, stay on target. Boop.
The enemy has captured the command center.
I hate when they capture command centers. See if we can cap this centerpiece here. Using our wannabe heavy fighter speed. Here we go. Still got that frickin' saber. Oh, he's trying to go after the F-94, huh? Gotta protect my blue team, even if it comes to the expense of somebody in my clan. So, yeah, we'll hear about that later. Not really. All right, let's see if we can get this Yak-19 knocked out. Luckily, the good thing about the 215 is it does have a lot of hit points. What's really funny about this plane, and I didn't really think about it until just now, is it actually has more hit points than the Tier 10 heavy fighter. How freaking weird is that? Alright, let's get over here, and we're going to defend this sector. Because we need to hang on to this, goodness knows. Get our 4 20mm cannons on target here.
Bomber squadron detected.
Excellent. Defended. These are boosting. Dawson boosting, engaging. Sounds more legit when I say that when I'm in a German aircraft. Sounds weird when I say that and I'm in an American aircraft. Oh my goodness, I forgot how badly this thing turns. Excellent. Keep on keeping on. Get our airspeed built back up here. Knocked out his engine, so that'll make it good. Move along. Got a frickin' XF90. That's, I don't know what I'd be smoking if I thought I could catch up with him. We actually need to head and send everybody over to there. Haven't had the opportunity to go head on with anybody. Not that I necessarily go out of my way to go head on with people, but like you really look forward to it when you've got a million frickin' rockets. So it would be kind of nice to be able to do that. But sometimes such is life. Nobody wants to go head on with you, and I don't recommend ever going head on against a BVP-215 unless he's super low health.
Be advised, a line of
And for some reason you know that you can definitely kill him.
Do you copy? Over.
Yeah. Dang it. I shouldn't have turned back, should I have? Ugh. Well, unfortunately, right here, I accidentally hit the microphone and didn't realize I turned it off. So you're going to get a post-game, actually this is a couple days later, commentary. So we're stuck in quite a hole here. We have...
Support you any longer. That storm is now heavy.
We're down 4 sectors to 1, or down 1 sector to 4, I guess I should say. And both the enemy humans are doing pretty darn well at their job. So what do we need to do to win this? Well, we might need to just no cap kill all, because I'm not sure, or at the very least we need to kill the bomber. That bomber is going to keep capping sectors as quickly as we flip sectors. So yeah, let's head to the center here, see what we can get knocked out, if anything. And see what we can do to get this game turned around. Oh man, these guns overheating. Don't be messing with me now, guns. What I really like about this plane is its ability to kind of do everything. It's not like overkill on anything, which is a little frustrating, especially in like nowadays meta where you typically want like the fastest or the hardest hitting or the most maneuverable, or at least pretty close. This isn't really close at all. It's, in my opinion, it's a very balanced plane. I mean, think about it. You've got 4 20mm cannons. Alright, so we've taken this center section over. We've got 3 sectors. We really need to get at least 4 sectors if we're going to win this game. And we definitely need to knock out this Saber if we can. None of those shots hit. Son of a bitch. Come on, rear gunner. I'd like to think I'm hitting the brakes here. I am. Not too much, just enough to get him on my butt. Now I'm definitely hitting the brakes. I'm down to 300 and 200 miles an hour. And he took way too long to turn away from me there. Crap. We're down 2 sectors to 3 though. It is really a, you know, what can we do here? Well, we can try to kill this bomber. The game's over at this point. But I really like this plane because, you know, the guns are hard hitting, yes. It has a rear gunner, as you saw that I just used. It's got these air-to-air rockets that I didn't get a chance to use too much in this battle. We've got air-to-ground rockets as needed. But it's middling in all those. It's not like the strongest at any of those particular items. So pretty good game from a personal perspective, but not a win. Let's head back. Okay, so we had a pretty good battle for ourselves, right? 17 kills, 16,000 personal points, 10,000 damage to aerial targets. We only did about 4,000, 5,000, something like that, damage to ground targets. We really didn't use our air-to-ground rockets, except for I think that one time. But I think this is an utilized plane. I completely understand why, but hopefully this shows it can be an impactful plane. If we, had the ability to kind of take whatever role is needed in any given situation and do, have some sort of impact in that interaction. Wow, really good teamwork from the enemy team there. Both the humans were able to do very, very well. I always hate going against anybody in my clan, mainly because so many of them are good. And whether I win the engagement or lose the engagement, it's like, did I really win? Or and I doubly lost if I lost. So I mean, this plane, you've got the 4 20mm cannons on the front here. You've got 4 air-to-ground rockets. You've got a plethora of air-to-air rockets, which I didn't even get to use all that often either. But where this plane struggles, obviously you're going from the Tier 8 and Tier 9, the BVP-210 and the BVP-212, which are both basically fighters, to this plane that loses all that maneuverability. But you gain a lot of universal impact, we'll call it. You can do a little bit of everything. You're not, unlike some other balanced planes that at least are like pretty good, very good at a specific metric, this plane is really just straight up in the middle. It's really trying to be a heavy plane, but it's not doing the best job at that. You've got a lot more flexibility as far as ground engagement is concerned with the Tier 10 plane than you do with the Tier 10 heavy fighters. But this plane is really going to be built for being in a flight. Yeah, I had a very good impact on this battle, but the fact of the matter is, at any given moment, I couldn't mitigate the other human. So, there's an F-86 on the enemy team. If we had a light fighter, if I was in a flight with a light fighter, that light fighter could harass the F-86, and I could focus on ground damage and focus on taking out all those planes that I don't have to dogfight with. So multi-rolls and GAs and things of that nature. If I had a heavy fighter in a flight, that heavy fighter could go for the JU-287, and then I could worry about the F-86 and again the GAs and the multi-rolls and things of that nature. So rather than spreading myself too thin, this plane in a flight can do exceptionally well. I've been in flights with this plane, and basically you allow the other plane to be the specialist. That plane can do what that plane does best, and this plane will do everything else. But when you try to spread it a little bit too thin, it becomes a liability. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this plane. I hope it gets a little bit more love out there. Have a great day.